Greetings there, ladies and gentlemen. I am James Virgilis, and I'd like to welcome you to another Capcom Presents in the year 2000XX. We got a bunch of mean-looking machines that spread across the city and cause destruction. A vicious army of robots are bent on destroying the world, led by a familiar face, oh yes, with a scarf. And who is behind this nefarious deed? Well, apparently Mega Man knows. He seems not too happy about it. Could it be Proto Man? In Mega Man 5, oh yes. So yes, Mega Man 5 has, well, awesome title music, I have to say. But I have to say, this is the one that really kind of sums up 3, 4, and 5 to just like graphical, musical, everything. Okay, so we got our eight robot masters, and let us go through what I usually do with who is recommended to go first and who you don't want to actually touch with a 10-foot stick. So let's go with it. Let's go with, first of all, we got Stone Man. Stone Man, his stage is decent, yet it's okay average. Himself, if you get his pattern down, it's not that difficult to learn. He might be a good one to go with. But there is a huge downside, which I will get to when we do it. Gravity Man, his stage is gimmicky, but himself also very gimmicky. Once you actually learn how to do it, pretty easy to do it, but might be difficult to start with. Crystal, no, because the stage is difficult-ish, and himself, if anything, is hard to hit. If anything, just hard to hit. Charge Man, decent stage, and the boss is not that difficult. He's just very fast, basically. Napalm, the stage is not that bad. The boss himself, I would say, is around average. Wave, his stage is a little bit. It could be frustrating at times. And the boss itself is a bit tough, so I wouldn't recommend him first. Starman, stage is a little different, I have to say, and the boss himself is not that difficult once you get the hang of it. And Gyroman, stage is decent, like it's not that difficult. And he has a very kind of decent pattern, not exactly difficult to learn, so but I usually go with, when I usually choose it, I usually go with Starman or Gravity Man to start with. Charge is also, I say, a good one to start with probably, but I'm going to go with Gravity because I've always started with Gravity. Okay, so Gravity Man, again, is off a Nintendo Power thing. You know, I love my Nintendo Power back in the day. He was the first one I saw pretty much from this game, and I'm like, oh my god, a gravity controlling Robot Master. I'm like, fantastic. So, other than that, we do have a powered up, quote unquote, Mega Buster shot, which I have to say, the sound of it, the look of it, just oozes beautifulness, I have to say. And you can also have like the little shot is just screams power behind it. So definitely, and it also, I think it was powered up by Dr. Kozak, which is from the number 4, which is fantastic. So here we're on the ceiling. So if we cross these barriers, we can go up and down, and we can also do like funky things like this. And have the enemies which seem to go up and down with us. Well, we can get them confused also. Alright. And seeing that we are on the ceiling, we need to go up the ladder and get this life. And seeing that we are on the ceiling, we can slide on the ceiling by press up and jump instead of down and jump. Come to think of it, did I ever actually mention how to slide in the previous ones? I don't think I did. I do have to say I'm very, very sorry. But it is down and jump to slide in a normal gravity situation. Now, we're going to go down here, and we want to keep right, because if not, we're going to go into that nice spike pit and die. So that's not good. Now, there is one bad thing about the Mega Buster in this one, is that if you do get hit, you lose your charge. So, simple solution, don't get hit. Don't get hit. Don't get hit at all. Alright, so here we are. And we're going to get our Rush Coil, which we usually start with. And Rush Coil in this one is slightly different. He looks a little different. He's kind of a springboard in this one, which allows us to jump on him. And then we can jump off him also. Kind of an extra spring to our step. And coming up is these purple pinkish guys, who are the big baddies of the game, like the big enemies, who do take off a lot, so don't stick around, but I just wanted to kill them. You can actually just ignore them and go onward. I'm going to take care of those guys, and seeing that we need to jump over that pit, we jump over it and let gravity take its course. And then the dripping things here are actually correspond with either you're up on the ceiling or not. They will also go with that. There's a letter M. I'll get into that in just a moment, but to get it, you fully jump and you just go in. Simple that. Okay, so M. As you can see down in the lower menu screen is Mega Man V, which is 5. We collect a letter in each of the stages. We'll get a special bonus. I'm not going to say what those special bonuses until we actually get it. But there is a letter in each of the stages, so we do have to look out for it. Ooh, energy, that's what I definitely need. No, I need that energy. I want that. I do like to kind of mix up the goo there inside. It's like, whoa, I don't know which way I'm going. The life. And let's go down the ladder. I want to stay on the edge there just to get these guys, because they will just come to you. And I guess the magnets, you know, the graphics of the magnets, you want to keep right, unless you want to go into spikes. And here we are at the boss door, and we are going to be on the ceiling for the boss fight. Fantastic. Alright, so Gravity Man will change gravity, obviously. Back and forth. A good way to hit him is when he's coming down, because he is slightly vulnerable. So it's just about timing, basically. Took me a while to actually get the hang of this, but he is fairly easy once you actually get... Once you get the hang of it, he's quite easy. That's the thing. That's why I said he's probably a good first boss. Because I did him first when I first played it, and I did have my troubles, but it was good. I got it eventually. So from Gravity Man, we actually get something called the Gravity Hold, which is kind of nifty. And I'll show it in the next stage. So again, like Mega Man 4, we can go into the stage that we were just in, if need be, by pressing continue, or we can go to stage select to select another stage, so let's do that.